I be cruising, I be rolling, I be everywhere you aim. I be cruising, I be rolling, I go everywhere you can. If you don't know, I be rolling, well now you know, oh yeah.
Boss Inc. Yo, why? Cause it's your show. I'm Nathaniel, the host with the motherfucking most. As always, joined by Big E.
Hey y'all, where we keep it real raw, no cuts, no edits.
Welcome to the show, episode 17.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Boss Inc. style. We here today, please.
You're
Today, we have Fruity Pebble OG. 22% is this particular strain. 18% is the low. 28% is the high. Once again, this is 22%. Bob Marley with our last cone.
you on the last cone.
The last Bob Marley cone. We're going to keep it right along moving with the chip of the day. This here is Turkey Creek Snacks, hot and spicy chickaroons, fried pork skins. Never heard of Turkey Creek before. That's why I grabbed the bag. Just wanted to try it out. I'll let you know how it is in a little bit.
They serious business.
Looks like it could be serious business. It's the real spicy it appears to be. Drink of the day, Bud Light, hard seltzer, hard soda, classic cola, 5% alcohol, volume, 25-ounce can. Oh wow.
5% alcohol.
5% alcohol. Tastes like a Coca-Cola for real. I'm gonna slow down on that. Put it over there.
There.
We got a couple of more things coming. This right here. Peach ring. Vodka peach ring from the daiquiri shop. Let's try it out. Try me.
Wait, these be? Oh wait, no, not all of them. Most of them don't have liquor in them, right? Cause I had got some candy in them, but it didn't have no liquor.
These do.
Okay.
And we have us a rum jello shot. Once again, went to the daiquiri shop. I would tell you the name of it. I forgot, but nevertheless, daiquiri shop. Can I get it out?
You gotta squeeze it.
Pretty tasty. I usually don't do jello shots, but it was $1, so I tried it out. That's pretty good. Hold on. One more swig of this. Let's get into it. Episode 17. I'm going to start the show off with a moment of silence for the students killed in the University of Idaho and the University of Virginia. 2 different shootings. 4 students killed in Idaho. 3 students killed in Virginia. So, moment of silence for them. All right. That's sad news. Thoughts and prayers go out to their family. And I want to start the show out by saying, are you kidding me? Las Vegas Raiders. You lose to the Colts, who just brought in Jeff Saturday. That is unacceptable. Josh McDaniels, maybe next year he bounces back and the Las Vegas Raiders are a much better team. But this coaching job we are seeing by the Josh McDaniels-led coaching staff and the performance of these players in Las Vegas are absolutely terrible. If you're a Vegas fan, you had high hopes for the Raiders this year. Y'all brought in Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs a beast, You thought David Carr was going to turn the corner. You thought the defense was going to be ready. The receiving core was upgraded. And you brought in the boy genius, Josh McDaniels, and everybody, rah, Josh McDaniels, what a great coaching hire. No, it doesn't appear to be right now. Now, his book isn't all the way written. His chapter isn't always closed. But right now, whoa. Bring back Chucky. John Gruden. Should have never fired him anyway over no tweets or emails or whatever it was. He's a hell of a coach. You should have brought him back. Should have never fired him. That's just my opinion.
I think somebody at the door.
Also, moving down the list, what a game. Vikings. Bills. Whoa. Some of the catches in that game were just tremendous. Stephon Diggs one-handed Odell Beckham style. But the catch of the day, Justin Jefferson, Odell Beckham style. The defender has the ball intercepted really in two hands. This man grabs it with one hand, snatches it out away from him, maintains control to the ground, and that right there would change the game. It's 4th and 18. So if you're a Buffalo Bill fan or a Buffalo Bill player, you must be disappointed that on 4th and 18, you didn't make the stop. The Vikings kicker missed a crucial kick in that game. Joseph, you got to make the kick, bro. Dalvin Cook, he had an outstanding game on the ground. Was running hard, he couldn't be stopped. A nice 71-yard dart. But outside of that holding call on a defense down by the goal line, Dalvin Cook has a walk-in touchdown, but he does what he always does. He drops the ball. Dalvin Cook, catch the ball, bro. That's why you have receiving backs. I guess he's not one of them because he drops a lot of passes out of the backfield. I got to keep on going down the list. Dak Prescott, take care of the ball, bro. This is getting ridiculous. The Cowboys lay an egg. Is it a big deal? I don't know yet. We'll yet to be seen. But the Giants have taken second place. As the Eagles are still undefeated, the Giants take second place. Cowboys go to third place. You had a 14-point lead going into the fourth quarter. My question is, the last drive in regulation, it's about a minute, under 2 minutes to play. The Cowboys had the ball for 30 seconds. I thought Tony Pollard and Davis ran the ball pretty well. So if you get the ball back, the ball game is tied. You got Aaron Rodgers on the other side of the field. And what do the Cowboys do? Pollard, Davis, they running the ball well. The Cowboys come out, first down, throw the ball. Stop the clock. Second down, throw the ball. Stop the clock. Third down, throw the ball. Stop the clock. You took no time off the clock for a very dangerous, very capable Aaron Rodgers. Don't understand the coaching that went into those three play calls. Tony Pollard and Davis were running the ball pretty well. Nevertheless, I love what I saw out of Aaron Rodgers on 3rd and 1. I like the vigor he posed towards the coach when it was 3rd and 1. They tried to do a play action, a rollout, whatever it was. Aaron Rodgers was pissed off at the call, and he went over there and told the coach, run up the ball. We should have ran up the ball. And I don't want to hear all the ESPN, Fox News pundits, NBC pundits today come out and talk about how embarrassed they were, or Aaron Rodgers, the nerve of Aaron Rodgers, to talk to the coach like that. Yes, talk to the coach like that. That was a dumb-ass play call. It's 3rd and 1, and Aaron Jones and Dillon, they can't be stopped on the ground either. So there's no reason why 3rd and 1 came around, you didn't line up and run the ball. You came out, the fullbacks in the game, the running backs in the backfield, hand the goddamn ball to him, get the 3rd and 1, the game play don't get the overtime. You get the 3rd and 1, and Rodgers comes to the goddamn ground, spikes it. You got about 27, 30 seconds to get 10 more yards in the game of regulation. The game goes to overtime. The revolted Cowboy defense, what happened? They got gas on the ground. Shout outs and the tip of the cap to the young wide receiver in Green Bay. Can't think of his name right now. I knew I should have wrote it down. But number 9, He been struggling all year. And he picks the Cowboy game to have a career day. 3 touchdowns. I mean, he's just beating on whoever corner was on him. So my question was, Dallas Cowboys, why didn't you make any adjustments on defense? You saw the corner couldn't guard him. So why didn't you put Diggs on him? If he was the best receiver that day, then that means Diggs should have been on him. Adjustment, whoever number 3 is, can't think of his name, is getting beat all day by a rookie. What's going on here? This guy has 3 touchdowns. He had the drops all season long, But not this game. Where was Lawrence Taylor at? I didn't see him out there. Micah Parsons, I mean. Can we please stop comparing these players to these Hall of Fame great players when they haven't done anything yet? They haven't led a team to a championship. They haven't won defensive MVP player of the year. Whether it's a wide receiver, an offensive lineman, a basketball player, with quarterback. Stop comparing these players to legends all the time. They're not even close to these legends sometimes. Parsons is a good player, but he's not close to Lawrence Taylor. He doesn't oppose that menacing fear. People were afraid of Lawrence Taylor. That lightning bolt earring, that rope necklace around his neck, lined up on the goddamn defensive inside, lined up from the linebacker spot, jumping over the offensive line, mauling through an offensive tackle, getting the quarterback, slamming him on his ass, slamming him on his neck, hitting him with a clothesline, crushing the running back with a fullback, crushing the running back with a forearm, I mean to say. Lawrence Taylor stroke, fear. Fear. If the game went to overtime, it's a pivotal 3rd down. You can rest assured Lawrence Taylor's going to make a play. Where was the Cowboys defense? Dan Quinn, where were the adjustments? It's the first time I got on you all year because you've been playing solid. But now to go up against the Aaron Rodgers team, Aaron Rodgers just seems to have the Dallas Cowboys number. I don't know why. He just seems to have it. The game was great. Both teams, I thought, the game was great. It was scoring. It was points. Both teams was running the ball, throwing the ball. CeeDee Lamb is getting better. Tip of the cap to CeeDee Lamb. I was hard on him earlier in the year. If you watch the show, then you do know players that I be hard on as they progress and they start playing better. I give them the tip of the cap. I celebrate them. CeeDee Lamb's playing much better. Gallup still doesn't look 100% to me. They should be getting Washington back. Don't know about Odell Beckham coming to the team. But I was disappointed in the defense in overtime when it's time to make a stand. And I thought you let Aaron Rodgers come down the field, just do what he wanted to do in overtime. They win the game with a field goal. I mean, there you have it. Now the Cowboys, as they always say, you know, when it's show up time, they don't show up. And I don't mean show up like, you know, they wasn't there, they wasn't balling. No, they balled. But you couldn't make the pivotal score, and you couldn't make the pivotal stop when it was time. You let a 14-point lead slip away. Mike McCarthy. Why am I being forced to watch all the hugs and high fives and cries and tears and taking a tour through the stadium of Green Bay for? You know what the stadium of Green Bay looks like. I got to sit back. I said this earlier about the Steelers coach, Flores. I don't care about seeing whose hand you shake, who you crying with, who you giving the hug to. I don't give a damn about that. Coach the game. Make adjustments. Show me that. He slammed his headphones down once. Yeah, he showed some emotion there. But I don't need to see you shaking hands and hugging Aaron Rodgers and walking through the stadium. I don't give a damn. Win the ball game. Shouts out to the Niners. They pulled us off a victory against the Chargers. Another great game that we saw this weekend. And I told y'all, the Niners, when they got McCaffrey, I said they're going to be dangerous. And they're dangerous. Seattle Seahawks were still in first place. Geno didn't get it done this week. The great Tom Brady, road trip. Where are they in? In Germany somewhere. I didn't watch to the very end. I woke up early to watch the game. I seen right away Seattle didn't have it. I could tell right away they didn't have it. Buccaneers came out. They ran a great game plan. Buccaneers pulled it off. Falcons lost. Buccaneers are inching back up in their division. Seattle remains in first place. So Not going to get on the Seahawks too much about that loss. I'm sure Geno and the Seahawks will redeem themselves when they come back to the States. Whew. The Dolphins are currently in first place in the AFC East. Who thought that? Buffalo's no longer in first place with that loss that they suffered. Lakers get a victory. And I want to shout out Jay Whale from ESPN. He came out and stood up for Kyrie. He didn't say he didn't think Kyrie didn't do anything wrong, nothing like that. But he stood up for him, voiced his opinion vocally. The NBA players are getting some backlash now for sending out tweets, for finally saying a tweet about their feelings on Kyrie. I'm not impressed. A tweet does not mean the same as you coming out vocally and saying something out of your mouth. Anybody can send a tweet. That could be your accountant person. That could be somebody who runs your Twitter, typing in what you say and putting. That's not heartfelt. That doesn't mean anything. Say something out of your mouth. That's how you know when you mean something. I don't spend too much time on that. Right now we're getting close to Thanksgiving. And what I want to do right now is reflect back. Because this puts my grandparents directly on my mind. Thanksgiving time. Grandparents, they whip up everything. Turkey, yams, greens, spinach, hog maws, pig feet, chitlins, chicken, 2 or 3 turkeys, stuffing in the turkey, dried turkey, stovetop style, cranberry sauce, corn on the cob, butter, biscuits. And for whatever the reason, your kitchen never smells like your grandparents' kitchen. Sweet potato pie, cherry pie, lemon meringue pie, Big Mom's famous cheesecake in the aluminum foil with the cherry on top. One of the most delicious desserts I've ever had in my life. Both of my grandparents can cook. All of my grandparents can cook. My Big Mom used to sell plates, and everybody used to come and buy those famous cherry cheese cakes. The most delicious dessert ever. And I want to take y'all back. When I was growing up as a kid, from a young kid to a teenager, even in my early 20s, we played football all the time. We played tackle football on concrete in the middle of the street. We played tackle football in the parking lot. You might run into a car in the parking lot. We played tackle football, of course, on grass. But we always played Bracy versus Wilner, Bracy versus Park Hill. Every year. We played Bracy versus Park Hill all the time. Sometimes Park Hill would be home. Sometimes we would be home. When we were home, we went to the Bracy field at the top of the circle. When we were away, we went to the Park Hill field in between the buildings. We played Wilner. We went down to the Wilner field at the park. Last I checked, Bracy, we had the most wins in these games. We had the most wins in these games. Dane Black's the all-time leading quarterback of East Hills football games. Leonard Watts, I think he's the all-time leading rusher between him and my brother Art, or me. I'm the all-time leading interceptor of all time of football in East Hills. We played baseball in the parking lot. We played wiffle ball. We played kickball in the parking lot. We played basketball at the court. We played basketball outside in our parking lot, my brother's basketball hoop. When we were growing up, we were outside a lot. We loved to go outside. Only time we came inside was to watch our favorite sitcoms, as I stated, Martin, things like that, Def Comedy Jam. We were outside. From youth to our 20s to now. Our generation, we were outside. Wasn't no cell phones, and we had video games. But we were still outside. When we were in the house, we played basketball with a hanger. Put the hanger in the door, open it up, get a sock or a ball, you got your basketball hoop. We playing, dunking all over the place in the room, making all kind of noise. When we were kids, we played football in the hallway. Me, Ollie, Tony, John. The goal was you get on your knees. The length of the hallway, you run full speed. And you tried to jump over us. If you jumped over us, we get the touchdown. As you jumped, we rose up. You might get knocked into the wall, bump your head, bust your head, whatever. It was football in the hallway. We played football on the mattress. We played football in the bedroom. John, I never forget. He comes running full speed. We're all up in front of the bed. If you get onto the bed, you score a touchdown. John ran full speed and jumped, and we rose up, and he went full speed from the bed to down there breaking his neck head first into the wall. But we played these type of games. Me, my cousin Jermaine, we go to my grandparents' house. She had steps. I don't know if your grandparents had steps. I'm talking about steps, long steps, with the carpet. We would take a map and call it Elevator Express. We would go to the top of the steps. We would slide down them steps, damn near kill ourselves. Sliding down steps. Brrr, boom. That's all you would hear. Brrr, boom. We did it all the time. We had fun. We made up things. When we got bored, we would go outside. Me and the Benjamins, right there in front of Hunter Park. You live in Wilkinsburg, you know where Hunter Park is. Okay, you know where Carter store was at. You know where Hunter Park's across the street from right there, right next door to the Womax. We would go right there when it gets dark outside during the summer. We would go out there, we would literally break glass. Just to put glass in the streets and watch people come down the street and hope they get a flat tire. We didn't know anything, we were just assholes, being bad. When the glass didn't work, we started putting nails out there. Not knowing somebody could have got hurt, we just wanted to see somebody get a flat tire. We would do other things. We would go to the park and we would jump from one side to try to grab the tree like this. If you were strong enough, you grabbed the tree, swung. If you wasn't, you grabbed the tree, you missed, you did a backflip, broke your damn neck. I broke 3 of my fingers that way. Just ask my dad. I went, jumped on the tree, missed, then I broke my neck, broke 3 of my fingers. And what I'm getting ready to say right now is I got to shout out my dad's best friend, Jesse. I call him King Jesse because he snitched on me. and the story of this goes, he snitched on me, but I always loved him and respected him because I knew he was my dad's true best friend. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm in 2nd grade during this time. It's me, Western Rhythm 2, Greg Gaines, a.k.a. Superboy. If you know Greg Gaines, you know me and Greg Gaines, we called ourselves cousins because he is my cousin Marcus's cousin, and we called ourselves cousins, hung together every day. We did things together every day. So me, Greg Gaines, Ortiz, Tamika Gaines, White Boy Regis. If you live in Wilkinsburg, you know White Boy Regis. White Boy Regis, he grew up around blacks, he thought he was black. White Boy Regis. So me, Greg Gaines, Ortiz, Tamika Gaines, White Boy Regis. Tamika's mom and Joni would take us to school in the morning in the blue truck every morning. I would wake up, I'd walk around to Greg's house, and Joni took us to school. We was going to Kelly School at this time. The teacher at the time was Mr. Bell, our favorite teacher, and Miss Hurd. The principal, can't even think of his name right now. That doesn't matter about what his name is. But nevertheless, it's a Monday morning, never forget it. During this time, your parents can send you a note to go to the store and get them some cigarettes. At this time, we were in 2nd grade. My mom gives me a note every day I go and get the cigarettes. She gave me the note. I kept this particular note on a Sunday night. Come Monday morning, we on the phone, the regular house phone. I call Greg, yo, it's still going down? They're like, yeah, it's going down. I go to the store, I get a pack of cigarettes. I go to Greg's house, and this morning we tell Aunt Joni we want to walk. She lets us walk to school this particular day. We're smoking cigarettes on the way. We're just so damn cool. Smoking cigarettes on the way. Boom. We walking down Spitsvale Avenue. And once again, you live in Wilkinsburg, you know Spitsvale Avenue. We walking down Spitsvale Avenue. We make it all the way to Kelly School finally. We get to Kelly School, we go to class. Come lunch break, we outside, we smoking cigarettes. And we skipped the class in 2nd grade. We stayed outside, actually smoking cigarettes. We get caught. The principal calls us into the office, right? So the principal is like, well, we can call your parents, or I can give you a paddle. I say, call my parents. I don't need my dad to find out about this. Just give me a paddle. Greg Gaines says, give me a paddle. Ortiz says, give me a paddle. White Boy Regis said, call my mom. We all looked up White Boy Regis like he was out of his mind. Call my mom. White Boy Regis knew he wasn't going to get his ass whooped that night. I knew I would. Greg Gaines knew he would. Ortiz knew he would. So took the paddle. Thought nothing of it. We did not learn our lesson. So now we walking home from school. What am I doing? I'm smoking a cigarette because I'm still cool. We still cool. And who drives by me? Jesse! Jesse rides by me. And he stopped. His car got out. He said, man, come in. What you doing? So I put the cigarette on. He said, I see what you got, man. Give it to me. He takes the cigarette. He smokes it. He said, you think you're cool, huh? I said, nah, but just trying it. He said, you know, I ain't going to tell your dad about this. Don't let me catch you doing it again. I'm like, cool, Jesse's cool. Cool dude, all right. Later on that day, what do? Haven't learned our lesson. I go to the kitchen at my grandparents' house, 937 James Street. My grandparent, my mom's mom, Graham, stayed on 937 James Street. My big mom stayed on 1425 Spitfield Avenue, right around the corner from each other, right there, Hunter Park. So, I go to my granddad's cabinet, I get a Strohs out. We're in second grade, I get a Strohs out. I pop the Strohs, we go across the Hunter Park, we sit on the benches smoking a cigarette, haven't learned. Who walks up on me? I'm thinking my dad's at work, because he's supposed to be. My dad walks up on me out of nowhere, asks no questions. Snatches me up, takes his belt off, whoops my ass in front of everybody. I deserved it. I knew right then and there how he found out. Then Jesse. But as I grew older, I respected that. I don't smoke cigarettes to this day. I do smoke weed from time to time, every now and then, but I don't smoke cigarettes. It doesn't matter. As you can see, I didn't learn my lesson from the drinking because, as you see, I still drink. Let me take a sip on that right now. I can't count on the things that I did wrong as a kid. I burnt Mr. Branch's truck down. Never apologized for it. We had a family war. Mr. Branch, if you know who the Branches are, they live across the street from Hunter Park, right behind the Benjamins. The Branches would always park their truck in my granddad's spot in my granddad's yard. And I'm always figuring out, why in the hell is Mr. Branch's truck parked in my granddad's yard? My granddad pulled his car up, he can't get in. Mr. Branch's truck is there, parked between my grandma's house, Mr. Branch's house. My grandma's house and the Benjamin's house. So I came in, I said, I got something for him today. I go upstairs, get my mom's lighter. I come downstairs, I got the paper, I go under the truck, set that mug right on fire. Now, how I was going to pull this off, I don't know, but the truck's on fire. I go back in the house like nothing's wrong. Meanwhile, my whole face is singed. I don't know this. My mom said, what the hell's wrong with you? Nothing. Let's go upstairs, chill. Meanwhile, the truck's on fire outside. Branches found out. Of course, I get my ass whooped. My dad comes, whoops my ass. The law gets called. I'm too young for them to really do anything to me. They sue my dad. I think my dad never paid for the truck. The Robinsons, Todd Robinson, and his brother Troy Robinson. I kicked Todd Robinson through my grandma's front door. He was outside playing, then he pissed me off, did something, said something smart about my grandma. I kicked him smooth through the door. This is when we had the white doors, the white open up doors. Kicked him smooth through. Other dude down the block said something smart to my aunt. I hit him over his head with a pair of vice grips. Somebody, I won't name his name, tried to rob me one day. Shot at him through the Buick 75 Starlord windows. I did a lot of things growing up. Some things I'm proud of, some things I'm not. The moral of the story is, I got my ass whooped for lots of things, as I told y'all before. I jumped off the roof, snuck out. I glued my aunt's shoes into the floor. I snuck into my mom's weed. I snuck into my dad's drink sometime. Every time it wasn't me, but sometime it was. I did a lot of things. I had a lot of fun. The moral story is growing up in my generation, I had a lot of fun. I loved to be outside. I was on punishment a lot. And it's like, I might get our punishment today, and I'm back on punishment tomorrow. Because I was always doing something. I love being around my cousins. Love being around my brother. Love being around my cousins on all sides of my family. I bricked my cousin Terry in the head one day. We in the backyard at Big Mom's house. We playing, and I brick him in the head. His head's busted, running, he bleeding everywhere. I'm scared as hell. I burned off to my other grandma's house, thinking nobody's gonna find out that I bricked my cousin Terry in the head. He's bricked. He's bleeding everywhere. Who comes around? My dad. I get my ass whooped. Terry goes get stitched up. Tip of the cap to my cousin Terry, man. Tip of the cap to my cousin Marcus, Ollie, John, Marquita, Pumpkin Peaches, Todd, Trisha, everybody. That's a lot of names. I don't want to forget anybody, make anybody upset. Jermaine, Chelsea, Matthew. Shout out to my brother Howard, my brother Art. Shout out to Zach. I got a big family, man. Big family. If you was my friend, then you're my friend now. If you're my friend today, you're my friend tomorrow. I never make a lot of enemies. I didn't have to. I don't have enemies. I don't make enemies. You don't bother me, I don't bother you. The moral of the story is, the kids today need to get back to having fun. Put the phone down sometime. Stop living life through the phone. As I said before, the phones ain't real life. People say something to you online, you don't know them, they don't know you. Get out there, live life, go outside. If you follow the show, you know I brought you the top list that I had of movies. Episode 18, I'm going to bring you the top 25 or the top 30 video games of all time, followed by the top console of all time. And that's going to be a long list of video games. I had a long list of movies. I'm probably going to compile about 120 video games I could think of right now, and I got to break them down into 30 top games of all time. I hope you're enjoying the show. I hope you continue to follow the show. I'm going to give a tip of the cap to everybody that watches the show. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening. And once again, moment of silence for those that were killed in Idaho and Virginia. That's why I wanted to talk about what I talked about today. Because it's not enough going outside and the kids are getting frustrated and upset and they're lashing out. And they're feeling like they're being bullied or whatever's happening. So you're seeing things like this. I didn't make the football team. Okay, I'm going to go shoot everybody up about that. My girlfriend light-hearted somebody else's picture. I'm going to go shoot everybody up about that today. If you are in jail and you call a person collect, don't hang the phone up. It takes about 10 minutes to put the credit card information into the system. Wait for the credit card information to go through. If you are in jail and you call collect, stop getting upset when somebody doesn't answer the phone. You are in jail. If you are in jail and you call somebody collect, stop cussing out the person that you are talking to. You are in jail. If you are in jail and you call somebody collect and they make a three-way call for you, don't overtalk the time. This is not a free call. If you are in jail and you call somebody collect, stop giving the person on the phone a list of shit to do. Every time. Outside of that, Vicky, you got anything to say?
Nope.
That's going to end episode 17. Boss Inc. Yo, why? Because it's your show. I am Nathaniel, the host with the motherfucking most.
We out. Peace.
I be cruising, I be rolling, I be everywhere you aim. I be cruising.